In 1982, the American filmmaker, producer, director Steven Spielberg produced one of his first blockbuster movies. It was called E.T. the Extraterrestrial. In the story, E.T., a visitor to Earth from another solar system, was left behind when his compatriots, needing to leave quickly because of human intrusion, left him behind. He was alone, he was lost, and he wanted to go home. And the story tells the relationship between E.T. and his human friend, Elliot, a young boy who finds E.T. Elliot realizes that his friend can't live in this environment. He has to go home. But he has to be able to communicate with his people in the other solar system. And so E.T. works with Elliot, and together they put together a contraption, a means to communicate with the people back home. And eventually E.T. is able to contact his people, and they come to return him to the space and the place and the environment that he knows. They come to bring him home. E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Steven Spielberg's wonderful movie, is more than a comedy, more than a drama. It's more than just a story about an extraterrestrial and a little boy. It tells the story about coming home. And we all understand this story because in our own lives we have many experiences of coming home. Maybe you've been away for a long time. Maybe it was on a vacation and you were welcome home. Maybe it was a semester at college and you were glad to come home. Maybe you were an exchange student or away from your home environment for a good long time and you knew what it was like to come home. In a similar way, Lent, this holy season which the Church gives us every year, is an opportunity to come home. And ultimately, what we seek in Lent is to celebrate the Paschal mystery, the passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. That is our ultimate home. We came from God, and we hope ultimately to return to God. But along the way, there are other homecomings, and we have an opportunity each and every day, especially during this holy season of Lent, to come home. But like E.T. needed to communicate with his folks back home, he needed to create a communication system. Lent is a time for us to sort of retune our own communication system so that we too can return home. And during this season, the Church gives us a lot of great disciplines of fasting, almsgiving, of prayer. We have the opportunity to discipline ourselves, to retune, one might say, the communication system that we have with God. And we have to admit that at times our communication system with God, it becomes ill-tuned. We're not on the right wavelength. God is in one wavelength and we are in another. And therefore we need to sort of get on the same wavelength. Lent is an opportunity for us to do just that. It's an opportunity for us to retune. It's an opportunity for us to daily return home to God. If we can retune our system, if we can get on the same wavelength with God, then ultimately what we can do was told to us in the popular Broadway musical Godspell in the lyrics of one of the more popular songs. To see thee more clearly, to follow thee more nearly, to love thee more dearly, day by day by day.